Hello, sports fans. Ralph Luck here. And it's dark. That's how I test to see if I've got my headlamp on. Yes, it's not on because, boom, looks like Thanos got all the gems and snapped his fingers. Something like that. So, boom, boom, boom. Walmart multi-lights. Awesome. The blue. The red. Now we want it white. And then a little bit of Velcro on the back up here. So my brain's going like crazy at 5:30 in the morning. Try and slow it down to equal the slow speed of my mouth. Glad you're joining me. And Ninja, who has been practicing martial arts like I've never seen, bopping around. All the windows are closed. Well, pretty much closed up. I've got several of the screens open so she can push the blinds out of the way with her nose. That was me being Ninja the cat, moving blinds out so she can see outside, see the bugs, which is a key word for her that triggers her. She's a snowflake. When she hears the word bugs or treats, she goes nuts. It's almost like saying, let's go Brandon to a liberal. Mind explodes. Don't know what to do. Anyway, a couple of reasons I'm posting this. Number one, as with everything, I am learning. I'm trying to figure out what the heck to do to get quality videos out that can be informative and fun for you, entertaining. That's the whole thing. I have so many YouTube subscriptions that I watch on a regular basis. Fan City Life, JP, list goes on and on. But what I'm trying to do is post regular, frequent content. Number one. Number two, keep you updated on what's going on with my life, because there are a rare few of you that might find my life entertaining. I certainly do. And let's get rid of this for the moment. Probably have a permanent dention in my head from that. But other things like Velcro and the light on over here. Boom. Yeah, you can actually see it. Things like that, that when you're in a van, you're in an RV, even in a car, you're going to have certain little things that are going to make your life so much easier. And when I come across those certain little things, I want to let you know about them. So far, I've yet to post the full tour of the RV, go into more details than I have, and I really want to go into those details. And my, again, goal is entertain you. And for those RVers out there, or those living in a van or living in their car, have some little tips and tidbits that might make their daily life a little easier. And also for you that are your urban dwellers and living still in a home that you rent or have bought. Let's be on a side note here. Who really owns their home? 30-year mortgage? You think you own that home? Come on now. 30-year mortgage. Okay. Talk to me at the end of the 30 years when that home's paid for. Then, like Dave Ramsey said, when you have no debt, none at all, because your home's not an asset. It may appreciate in value every year, but it is not something that's bringing in income. You're still paying on that. 30 years. I love this home. I just bought it. It's wonderful. Let me go now buy all kinds of junk to fill up every little nook and cranny and pay on it for 30 years. No thanks. Been there, done that. Love an RV life. Couldn't be luckier. And when I have little things like the light here with the remote, I mean, 10, 15 bucks. Little bulb, pop up, boom. It's like a regular light, changes colors. Got a remote with it. Battery in that remote's good for 10 plus years. AAA batteries up there. And then could add in various colors. By the way, if you ever expect that the start topics will be eventually looped back in and discussed fully 100%, you are misinformed. You are under the wrong impression. I may start on topics and never come back to them again. They're just like dust in the wind, as Will Ferrell sang so eloquently in Old School. Anyway, yes, I am random movie comments as well. So I wanted to touch base with you, give you a couple little things here. I'm not moving. I'm sedentary. I'm in my bed. This queen size bed mattress is probably the most comfortable bed that I've ever had in my life. I've owned at least 10 homes. The majority of the time I've bought new beds for those homes. And during the course of years in those homes, one bed that started out okay needed an upgrade to another bed. Pardon me. My nose is itching. If only I can cut it off to spite my face, wouldn't have this problem. However, this bed is great. I don't know, memory foam of some sort, and it's just fantastic. Queen size bed. Oh, did I mention Class C over the front driver and passenger seats? Another queen size bed. A lot of this stuff I've probably mentioned. However, I've done a lot of video recording, and I haven't had the capability to edit and post it. So a lot of this stuff I know I've recorded and said and went over, but pardon me if it's going to be out of order. And a big reason that is something that just got hopefully on its way to being solved today is my phone's an older iPhone 8 Plus. Please pity me. Start a GoFundMe page, Ralph Luck, RVing with Luck, and give me an iPhone 13 Pro Plus extra times 10 to the max. Yes, there is Ninja. Anyway, thus I digress. Let's get back to it. So the laptop that I had was only a couple of years old. At the furthest point, I think I bought the cheapest one at Best Buy 4 years ago. Boy, oh boy. But the only thing that I wanted that thing to do was load up, show my financial software, which is Quicken. And I'm not saying that Quicken's good or bad. That's just the one that I use and have used. And I wanted to log into there and enter my info. Okay, I spent this much today. I know I've got these bills due. How much do I have in the bank? Blah, blah, blah. It's called reconciliation. In the old days, back in the 1980s, which, oh my gosh, for anybody in their 20s or 30s, is the old days. Sorry. Check it out, Ninja. She's being pretty chill. Here, let me move this. Yeah, that's some great footage right there. It's like a shadow. And that's why my daughter named her Ninja. She's black, invisible, attacks at a moment's notice. And apparently, wasn't aware of this, but she was born with a black belt. Lucky her. So, this laptop, HP, I believe, and I think it was probably the last laptop sold. Again, even 4 or so years ago, it was the cheapest one on the shelf. Had a bad habit of spilling stuff and breaking them, and long story for another day. This thing has a DVD drive, and I use my hand here as the example of a drive because that's universal sign language for a DVD drive in a laptop. Trust me on that. Don't look it up. Don't Google it. Just say, Luck said, that's universal sign language for it. Popping a DVD, I was like, man, that's great. I have so many movies that are classics that I'd like to pop in now and then, especially with the forethought of not having service maybe and being able to watch a regular movie that I have through Amazon, all these other places, and pardon me. If I could think of a way to edit a live stream, I will, but coming back to the laptop, that thing to fire up the Quicken software, first off, to get it loaded and log in was a 5-minute process. Then to get into Quicken was another at least 5-minute process. Then I could start entering projected bills, things like that, see what my finances were. There goes the shadow behind me. And yes, with Wi-Fi or internet, I could sync things, I could save things, and whatnot. Sorry, I just got an email either about a job offer or a mail order bride offer. I'll have to look into that further. Right now, neither one of them sound really good. So, this thing was slow of the slow. So, taking my old phone camera that I have yet to figure out on this 4K camera that I could film everything on, how to get the info. Apparently, it's got a Wi-Fi connection. Doesn't seem that Wi-Fi only goes to the mobile app, and then the mobile app you got to download onto somewhere else, What a nightmare. If I had all the money in the world, I'd do it right from the beginning, but unfortunately, I don't. There's that GoFundMe page again, Ralph Luck. However, the easiest way is take my knockoff GoPro, which is called Dragon, and emails coming in like crazy here. And try and get those videos that I've done on my phone or whatnot into a system where I can edit them and the computer actually works. So Adobe Premiere Pro is one that a good buddy of mine recommended. He used it when we were doing videos together for another channel, which unfortunately, as it just started to take off, we've got two different divergence going on here, going separate ways. In a matter of speaking, he's going on and becoming a nurse and going through nursing school. He's got a young son. His wife's got a couple of girls. I mean, guy's got a ton going on, and he's trying to fool around with me making videos. Needless to say, I knew the software I needed. It works somewhat in a mobile application, but you're dealing with a screen this big and trying to look at things and edit, and it's a nightmare. So I went out and looked at what are good laptops, computers for editing for YouTube. And let's keep that under $500, since when you have no money, maximum $500 seemed reasonable at the time. I know. Please post questions and I'll answer them as why I don't have any money. It's not for lack of trying. It's not for lack of effort. And this too will pass. I've been rich and I've been broke poor. I am very blessed to be in this beautiful RV that cost way more than I wanted to spend on it, which is a downside. Makes it a little harder to just go out and drive and not worry about things, because basically I've got a mortgage on this thing. Of course, my loan's only 15 years and quite a bit less than I bet your 30-year mortgage is. Let's edit that back. And quite a bit less than I bet your 30-year mortgage is. So this just came in today. The laptop that I'm on, a Dell Latitude, refurbished, factory refurbished. So right there, boom, big reduction in price. And it's supposed to be one of these that's good for doing YouTube videos and editing and things like that. But the thing that so I've been working on a couple of the videos, Premiere Pro, other things like that, and got them uploaded. And this laptop is solely for watching YouTube videos, but putting together my YouTube videos for you, the viewers, and I hope subscribers like and subscribe, please. I can't tell you how crucial having subscribers are. YouTube will not monetize a channel until umpteen hundreds or thousands of subscribers. So I can have hundreds of subscribers. Pardon me. It was not me. It was my food. It just came up to say hello, and now it's gone back down below. Quote from Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. So, subscribers are key. Subscribe, like, that's fantastic. Comment, please. When you subscribe, you're going to get the first alerts, boom, right there, of any new videos. You're going to get preference in any live streaming I do for commenting, I hope. And if you enjoy it or think you enjoy it, subscribe, because remember, you can always cancel later. I usually have only canceled any YouTubers that I've subscribed to because I've had too many, and then I've just had to weed out and say, boy, this one just doesn't post enough. This one just gives me the same info as this other one over here. But I hope I'm going to be bringing you something different. This laptop that I'm on, game changer, actually works like you would expect a laptop to do, like your phone does. By the way, that's the phone right there. This is the thumb that actually works. This is the one that doesn't. This is the shoulder that has been in a sling and immobilized all day. And yeah, I'm leaning on it, but what's a guy to do? Another story. I'll get there in a moment. So, part of posting this is checking out the webcam. I'm not thrilled with the way it's looking right now. I probably have it set on 280 HD or something like that, 720. And I'll have to look at my options there, but this is all experimental. In my mind, I have the type of quality of information and videos I want to bring you. Hopefully you'll stick with me long enough for me to start bringing those to fruition. And that's really my dream, is to go out, live my life, be happy, see this country, and share all the things that I'm seeing and doing with you, so that vicariously you can share in those moments, have aspirations for yourself for either vacations or other things like that in the future, whether it's full-time living down the road or whatnot. So part of this testing out the camp. The other thing is, which I've alluded to, is today I injured myself. I've got a torn bicep muscle. Never in my wildest dreams thought that would happen. The tear's right at what most people call the AC, which is where your shoulder ball socket goes in here. And that bicep muscle, which most people think is just right here localized, actually comes and wraps around your shoulder. So this ripped bicep muscle is radiating burning, dull pain all down to my elbow and up, and then into my neck, limiting really how far I can look. And I'm pretty good working through pain. So doctor's like, how far can you look? Oh, yeah, that's great. Okay, well, let me tell you that beyond here is excruciating pain. So I have to learn again and again that when a doctor says, hey, can you do this and do this? And I say, yeah, sure, fine, I can. But I have to let them know, yeah, but with this hand over here, it's killing me. It's hurting me. So off work, in a lot of pain right now. They offered me some pain medication at the hospital, but I knew I'd have to be driving home. And I said, nope, no. do that right now. So I've got a prescription waiting that I can pick up and hopefully help eliminate the pain. Although I think I've got 3 tablets a day, maybe 4, once every 6 hours or so. And I've got like 3 days worth. So pretty much those are going to be to maybe help me sleep. Then I've got an orthopedic surgeon that I've got to beat with, and I don't see any option but having surgery. I've got a tear. It's hurting. If I just let it be and deal with the range of motion and pain that I'm in now, then so be it. Probably get better after the trauma of the injury today, but we've still got a tear and limited range of motion, or with that range of motion comes pain. So the goal is get surgery, reattach, repair what needs to be done, and then I could go out and hit the gym, hit the trails on the mountain bike, hit the trails on the mini bike, and do what needs to be done, defending myself from Ninja, the martial arts cat. And I want to give you that update. Initially, I thought I'm going to come in with the arm and the sling, and I'm going to shoot some video and show you and this and that. And I just thought, no, I've been in the hospital, went into the ER, was in the hospital all day, got out, and I just wanted to come and chill. But then I found out this laptop came in, so I've been getting the 2 things that I wanted on here, which was my Quicken software and the most up-to-date information there, and having the laptop up and running so that I can see how it's going to do with YouTube live streams or other things. And at the same time, I'm creating a recovery USB drive for Windows 10. In the event something happens, I guess I have a backup. So basically a thumb drive of 16 gigabytes that now half of it's going to be this recovery USB drive that I will probably never need or use, but hate to be without it. So we're coming up on the 30-minute mark. I've talked about a lot of things and left you with nothing, but rest assured, once things get going and I'm much more proficient with editing, getting these videos to you, I will be specifically going over a lot of information regarding RVing, living in a van, living in your car, that I think are going to be very helpful to you. And I think at the same time entertaining with any luck. So I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you for watching. I know this is wee hours of the night with nobody here, but hopefully you'll be watching this and go, wow, so that's how things started out so many years ago. So I've got Ninja, the martial arts cat, decided that she's going to sleep down on my legs right now. I'd really not want to watch the sun rise this morning. My arm is in tremendous amount of pain. I think after this live stream ends, I'm going to see when the pharmacy opens, get my pain meds. And for all those you that are watching that maybe know me from work, yes, I have a doctor's note. Yes, I've got proof I was at the ER. And yes, I'm going to be out for a while longer. My understanding is after surgery, it's about a 2-month period before you really get full range of motion, other things like that. You don't think having your arm immobilized like this in a sling, or like it is now where it's laying here as a lump of coal, matters, go to your computer where you do work or do what other things that you may do. And with your primary arm, pretend it's cut off. Try something simple, like taking your mouse with the opposite hand. And see, for me, normally it's left. Put over in the right. All you righties out there, put it in the left hand. See how long it takes you to take that mouse arrow and click on a couple of things. I guarantee you're at least 10 times slower. Now imagine trying to type. Opposite hand shoulder that was injured. Opposite hand thumb either dislocated it or stretched, injured the ligaments. And this thumb just doesn't want to work that much. So texting on my phone, difficult. Grabbing the mouse and using it like I normally would, very difficult. Now, compound that with that's not the normal hand that I use. No way. No way. I'm not even going to try to go back to regular work lifestyle until I'm healed up. Mind, body, and spirit. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for making it this far. And God bless. And as always, wishing you luck.